So, hello, and welcome back to GraceNicoleMyths, Astrology and Tarot. Please be aware, if you are new to the channel, I do not sugarcoat my messages and I have no filter. So, for all of you that say, I want the truth! Some of you absolutely can and will handle the truth here just fine. Others of you, well...
You can't handle the truth!
At least not yet, and that's okay. I trust when you're ready, you'll find yourself back here liking my videos as a subscriber in divine time. For those of you who are self-aware enough to stay and listen, drop a like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. With that said, always take readings how they resonate with you. If you are confused about the message of a reading, I always recommend coming back in about 2 weeks' time and seeing it with different eyes. Most of the time, if you're confused about a reading, you're trying to connect it with a scenario that it's not actually pertaining to. So no matter how tempting it is to listen to this and try and connect the dots to someone else in your experience, understand they're in your experience because of something you are learning through witnessing them to begin with as a divine mirror. So no matter how tempting it is to connect it to someone else, know that I am always reading it to help you better understand yourself and your own healing. Also know, if you look at the image, it represents the 12 houses of your birth chart. Okay, so we all have all of them. If I note certain astrological signs or planets, it's either because that is what is specifically healing in your chart right now or is being recognized in the reading as the area that is healing, or it is being aspected by the different things going on in the current cosmos that's bringing it up. So just because I say a certain sign and it's not your sign does not mean it's someone else. It's most likely a certain area in your chart that's being acknowledged, or it's a certain aspect going on in the current cosmos that is reflecting on the different healings going on in your own chart. Now I'm ready if you're ready. So let's begin. Okay, so these are the full moon in Virgo critical step secret code name readings. These readings are purchased by individuals and are their personal readings, okay? However, if you are drawn to a secret code name, chances are there's a message in it for you. This is secret code name Praying Mantis. All right, secret code name Praying Mantis. If you'd ever like your own secret code name, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description below. You can book them there. All right. Today, I'm using the Mystical Manga Tarot to help you discern what is the biggest critical step in your highest good, right? The direction of your highest good. So using this deck, I've separated out the major arcana and royal court cards as an embodiment, right? The optimal archetypal energy that you can embody in order to create or choose the vibration of this critical step in your highest good direction. And then I've taken the rest of the cards, all of the minor arcana minus the court cards, to help discern the steps, right? The actual choices being made in that energy, right? So secret code name Praying Mantis. This is your secret code name. You were drawn to this secret code name. Let's get started. Let's get started. So what is the archetypal energy that you can embody in order to help you take this critical step, right, in the right direction in your highest good? What is the archetypal energy? Got quite a few. King of Swords and the Hermit, with the Page of Coins and the Tower. Okay, so King of Swords, let me move these down just for a second so you could see. The King of Swords, clarified by the Page of Coins, is about seeing things from the highest perspective, the perspective of spirit, okay? If I were spirit and I loved you unconditionally, what would I do? And creating an opportunity or seizing an opportunity for yourself with the Page of Coins. All right, the Page of Coins is an energy that creates or seizes opportunity. Seeing from the higher perspective with the King of Swords and seizing opportunity. The Hermit clarified by the Tower. The Hermit is very much about going on your own or following the path of your own journey, right? Through the dark night to be your own light in the darkness and essentially let your ego surrender, right? Whatever you've been trying to prove, whatever you've been trying to hold on to, allowing the reality to reset, okay? Going at it alone and allowing the reality to reset, seeing the higher perspective, creating or seizing opportunity, and allowing yourself to go on your authentic path, even if that means shifting the entire reality. All right, with the Tower, because that is a major reality shift. The 16 as a number, as a numerical vibration, the 1 and the 6 adding up to a 7. The 1 is an initiation energy. It's something that you must choose as an initiator, right? In the vibration of unconditional love, which is the 6, in order to create miracles for yourself, which is the 7. Okay, so this is, as far as a critical step, you're being guided to really see from the eyes of Spirit, who loves you unconditionally and wants only the highest good outcome, the best possible life for you, right? And the Hermit is about being authentic and going your own way in order to discover the self, the true self, even if that means letting the reality go. All right. So what are the choices that you can make, right? The critical steps. What are the choices that you can make in regards to these archetypal energies, right? This embodiment that Spirit has given you. Okay, clarify that. Clarify the choices. Okay. Oh, what is that song? 𝐚𝐫𝐞𝐫𝐿? It just popped into my head. Hold on to yourself. Oh, that's the only lyric that's in my head right now. Hold on to yourself. It's a 𝐚𝐫𝐞𝐫𝐿 song. You're gonna have to look it up. You're gonna have to YouTube it or Google it or whatever to find out what that song is, because that flew into my head as soon as I saw these cards. So listen, we've got the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Coins. This is letting things if you look at this card, okay, there are certain stepping stones in front of you in order to get to the castle, right? Or the dream. The castle represents the ultimate ending or the finale, the dream, right? There's 2 cups of what is essentially this red liquid. It could be blood, it could be cranberry juice, I don't know. But there's 2 cups of what is metaphorically blood spilled, a water cup that is spilled, and 2 cups of water still standing. This kind of energy represents a disappointment, right, with the 5 of Cups. Like Spirit's knowing that the choice it's asking you to make is disappointing, that people would be affected by it and or lost, right? You might actually lose 2 people that you consider family if they're not actually blood relatives. Okay, you might actually lose 2 people that you consider family, and a bystander, right? Someone else that's connected to them that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the shift, but it's someone that maybe you care about that unfortunately would also be affected by the choice, because you're contracted to do so. The Three of Coins is about contracts, and if you see these people here, they're actually looking at almost like blueprints on a map. Okay. They're looking at these blueprints. Divine design, right? Divine design. You have contracts, 3 cups, 3 coins, 3 people. It's kind of like you have this divine higher contract to let go of certain people so that they can in fact lose you and learn from the result, right? That their actions or their choices created a certain outcome which asked you to move forward away from them, right? To take steps forward to your dream away from them. The 4 of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Cups. And so we have this combination of Spirit offering you, right? Spirit offering you, there's those 3 cups. You could sit there and be upset over those 3 cups that are spilled, but Spirit is literally coming in and giving you the 4th cup. Like, please understand, the cup that I'm giving you is really 10 cups. This is the actual happiness, right? The actual achievement of the dream fulfilled, the happy family, the emotional fulfillment, the happily ever after type thing. Like, Spirit's asking you to please understand, like, I'm not asking you to do this. I'm not asking you to do this for no reason. I'm asking you to do this because it creates an opportunity for this. It creates an opportunity for this. Comes out with the 4 of Coins and the 6 of Swords. 4 of Coins is about holding on, and the 6 of Swords is about moving forwards, which is why I guess Spirit kind of flew into my ear with hold on to yourself and move forward. Like, don't lose who you are because you're losing a certain reality or situation, right? Or a certain environment or certain people, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, don't lose who you are, the beauty of who you are, because you're going to need it moving forward. You're going to need it moving forward. There's lessons being learned here. Praying mantis, there are lessons being learned here. Like, if you think about what a praying mantis is, that this is your secret code name. Praying mantis is an insect that feeds off of and eats lesser, more toxic insects, right? Like, a praying mantis will eat things that would hurt people. So if you think about praying mantis and embodying that energy, your soul contract as a critical step in your process, your soul process, there is a certain toxic element to people that you consume in order to get rid of it so that it doesn't affect other people, so that it doesn't hurt other people. Your ability to be who you are and then extract yourself and leave, that you would be able to shift reality and not lose yourself, allows what is essentially an alchemical reaction in the energy between something toxic and turning it into something non-toxic, right? You can take a toxic energy, leave it after its experience of you, and leave behind what is essentially the possibility of a non-toxic individual. Wouldn't be non-toxic for you per se, but it removes the toxicity in the greater scheme of things. And for this service to the greater soul that we all are connected to, Spirit rewards you with the 10 of Cups, right? As a thank you and a gratitude for being what is essentially the praying mantis, right? That you're like an energetic magician, so to speak. That you could take something that is unpleasant to experience and or deal with, and by the time you leave, it is no longer that for someone else, right? That you would heal it and allow it to be what it should have been from the beginning, before the end of the life cycle, right? Before the end of this life cycle. That is the critical step. that Spirit has given me for you to acknowledge the fact that you might just have to go your own way with something, right? Leave it behind, hold on to who you are, and allow what is essentially the dream to come in by letting the toxic reality or the storm state go, right? To seize and create an opportunity for yourself, going at it alone and allowing the reality to completely shift. So I know it is easier to read these cards than start the actions of these cards, but if you wanted to get on your highest good path, Spirit would say that this is the way. All right? So until next time, thank you so much for being a part of this event. My love and support are with you always. Remember to love each other, but most importantly, love yourself. Bye.